Perspective Podcast is fuel for your mind and creative grind. Each week, we break down the art of healthy hustling, overcoming the inner critic, and growing your creative business. Practice making what you want. Pursue your ideas and put it out there. Like by doing those three things, consistently taking action over time, it's like planting seeds, and you never know which one's going to pop off. Or I use that baseball reference too. And I believe maybe it's you too, but you need at bats. I think I heard it originally for Gary Vee. And the more at bats and up to the plates you get, the sooner you get to hitting that home run or something to blossom big time. So for those who are just starting, what are some tips for people to just start finding their voice? Like if you were to redo it all again, you had no audience. How about I rephrase it like that? Zero foundation. You're going out into the world and just going to start figuring out again and creating content. What would you do?
Oh man. I mean, my gut answer is I would probably just do what I did before. The way that I stumbled into my career was by making something that I wanted to make. And maybe because I was still a student and we were doing more self-initiated work, I don't know. But if I had no audience and I was going to start something, and this is actually something I've been thinking of,
and sprinkle in some of those marketing tactics that you learned along the way that you didn't know in the beginning, because I think that's what people are going to help grasp. Early,
Absolutely. Yeah. So of course, making what you want. So identifying what it is that you would want to make. And so I always use the lens of a passion project as a tangible thing that I'm going to make with whatever inspiration or ideas that are circulating around in my mind. And so using the lens of a project, I unknowingly, because of my ad background, branded Daily Dishonesty as this, neatly packaged up project and then sent it out into the world as its own thing versus, I didn't even have Instagram at the time. That wasn't a thing in 2012 for me, at least. Instead of just posting, the occasional one to my Instagram mixed in with all my other stuff, I package it up as its own thing. And so from a marketing standpoint for your own ideas, can you find something that you can make multiple pieces of that could live as its own little mini gallery show or, collection that goes together, that not only is easier to market because people can see there are multiple pieces under this one idea, it also makes a really great portfolio piece, whether or not you want to freelance. The byproduct is probably that you're going to get some freelance.
You said byproduct.
I know. The happy
side effect.
The happy side effect.
That's hilarious. You're corporate.
Oh no.
ROIs, GDP.
Oh man. But yeah, when you package it up, it shows other people too that hey, this person can think beyond just individual pieces. They can think in a series. They can, whether it means it's a campaign or whatnot, it's just beneficial, I think, to work in that format. That's what I've always naturally done. Of course, make one-off pieces when you feel like it. It's, your creativity, your life, do what you want. But in order to get the most punch or the most juice for your squeeze, I always recommend packaging it up as its own project. And not every idea warrants its own website or it's a big, red carpet rollout. Some ideas are just smaller. But what I try to teach my students and what I do in my own life is okay, is this an idea that I can build out into a big thing? Is this more of just a single Instagram post? And then I figure out, what do I feel like making? Do I have the bandwidth to do a big project right now? What schedule can I commit to updating this project? And so I think passion projects run the gamut of a singular personal piece all the way to almost a new business, starting a whole series. A podcast is a passion project. Actually, that's a really great way to think about.
Changed my life as a passion project.
It's a really great way because it's okay, there's this singular topic or the umbrella topic that we're going to be making one thing underneath. It's coming out consistently. Yeah.
Thanks again for listening. It'd be awesome if you took the time to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let the comment below so we can connect. Again, if you want to catch a shout out as a future listener of the week, make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes and give it a rating and review.